Hello students, good morning again. Now we will study the fourth part of Shakespeare's comedy As You Like It. As in the previous acts we have seen that all major characters are now in the forest of Arden and discussion is going on certain issues. Rosalind and Orlando are deep in love, but Rosalind is curing Orlando's love sickness by on a condition that Orlando should assume him because he is in man's disguise. So Orlando should assume him as his beloved Rosalind. Okay, so we left here. Now act fourth and scene first. What happens? Now see. Rosalind scoffs at Jax, who leaves on the arrival of Orlando. Rosalind rebukes Orlando for his tardiness and parries his pleased declaration of love for Rosalind with a more realistic account of relations between husband and wives. So this happens when Orlando comes late. Rosalind rebukes him and says that your love is not so. And then they discuss relationship between husbands and wives. Nonetheless, she has Celia act as priest for a mock betrothal ceremony and allows Orlando to leave only after exacting solemn promise of a punctual return. Alone with Celia, she confesses the depth of her love. Now, this happens that Celia uh, plays the role of a priest, and both are mock betrothed. They are betrothed, uh, not actually, but now we come to know that both are in deep love to each other. Now, what happens in the second scene? Second scene, Jax has some of Duke's lord who have been hunting, sings a jovial song about cuckoldry. What shall he have that killed a deer? Since Jax is a melancholy character, so he is he is not so happy with killing of animals, so he sings a song. Okay, now come to the third scene. Once more, waiting for Orlando, Rosalind and Celia receives Phoebe's letter delivered by Sylvius. As in the last act, we have seen that Phoebe is in love with Ganymede, who is actually Rosalind. Okay, so now Sylvius brings a letter for Rosalind. Instead of a challenge, as Sylvius believes it is a love poem to Ganymede, and Rosalind sends Sylvius away with a scornful reply. Oliver now enters, beating a bloody cloth for Ganymede, whom he recognized by his description. Now, when both of them, Celia and Rosalind, were discussing something, then Oliver arrives, and he arrived with a bloody cloth, and he is searching for Ganymede. And Ganymede, as soon as she uh, saw that handkerchief, that bloody handkerchief, uh, she recognized that it belongs to Orlando. He relates how Orlando, finding him asleep and at the mercy of a waiting lioness, overcome his righteous indignation against his righteous brother and kill the lioness, incurring a wound to his arm in the process. Now, Oliver tells what actually happens when Oliver comes to the forest. He tired, and as he was sleeping, a lioness was waiting to attack him. As soon as Orlando sees this scene, he fights with the lioness and kills that lioness. So, in this process, with the fighting, in this fighting, Orlando himself become injured. So, as uh, he cannot reach there, so he just sent his handkerchief to for his that he cannot come. Now, walking in the midst of this, Oliver explained he has been entirely converted from his former weakness and has been sent by his reconciled brother Orlando, who back among the exiled court briefly fainted from the loss of blood to carry the blood cloth Ganymede as an apology for his absence. So what happens? Uh, Oliver tells, he explains that actually formerly he was a very weak person and he has malicious behavior toward his brother. Now, since Orlando has rescued him, rescued his life, so his behavior toward Orlando has changed, and now he has changed totally. So, as soon as Ganymede received this handkerchief, Rosalind faints and she nearly betraying her male disguise. She very hardly she realized that what she is doing, and somehow after regaining, she tells that she was just pretending to be unconscious. Actually, she get unconscious. So all this happen in the act fourth. Thank you. We will conclude the story in the next part. Okay, thank you.